Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You go into your shower feeling... But as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day. And smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
With the offensive line, you guys, it seems that you've gelled pretty quickly together and are playing some pretty good ball. I know that's a complete softball question, but fair is fair. I mean, do you feel that way about your group?
I think we definitely had a better showing in the second game than we did the first one. There's still some things that we can improve on to allow us to be more explosive and score more points, but I'm definitely happy with the improvement.
When you get to see what Malik does, what is your reaction? I know you have your own responsibilities during the game, but when you do see the plays he makes, what goes through your mind?
It's exciting as offensive lineman. You get to see him make plays in space, and not just Malik. Like, we have really talented guys on the outside. If we give Daniel time, he can get it to our playmakers, and we could be explosive. We just have to be consistent with it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ryan Dunleavy.
Hey, Andrew, thanks for doing this.
No problem.
Bobby was just on 5 minutes before you and said he thinks he was trying to do 3/4 his job, a quarter somebody else's job, trying to make a play. And if he just focused on his job, the Giants would have had a better result. I'm wondering if that's a team-wide message, if that has filtered into the offense at all, and just kind of what you think of that. That seems like a show of leadership that maybe this team needs right now.
Yeah, the first thing Dave said when we had meetings today is basically look in the mirror and see what you could have done better as a player. It's really easy when things aren't going well to finger point, but the great teams, they stick together by looking in the mirror and seeing what each individual could do better. So we're doing that. I'm doing that as offensive lineman, and obviously our room, we stick together and want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help the team win.
You've been, I think you've been 0-2 before. The Giants have been 0-2 9 of the last 12 years, and nothing has really come of those seasons. How does that not, that'll wear down the fans? How does that not wear down the players? The prospects of 0-2 seasons don't usually go anywhere.
Yeah, I definitely understand the perspective for the fans, but for us as players, it's a new team every year. A lot of us haven't even been there for some of those years, so we're just focusing on the next opportunity that we have. Obviously, we didn't start fast 0-2, but it's a long season, so we're just focusing on Cleveland this week, trying to get a win, and we'll see where things shake out from there.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yep.
Tom Rock.
Andrew, how important is it at a time like this for a team like this for the head coach to set the tone, or do the players, when you're professionals, do you have to do it yourself?
When you say set the tone, what are you referring to?
Well, just set the mood, set the agenda. Try to right this ship.
Yeah, I think teams take on the personality of their coach, but I think the best teams police themselves. Obviously, the coaches put us in positions to make plays, but it's really up to us. They don't cross the white line, so it's up to us to have the mentality to be, dominant, physical, and execute. That's up to us.
Mm-hmm. Art Stapleton.
Hey, Drew. I just wanted to ask you about the line collectively. You guys, all 5 of you now have played 2 games in a row. Do you almost feel like, comparatively speaking, just the balance that you're able to have from you to Jermaine across the board kind of gives you guys I don't want to say more of a fighting chance, but functionally you're able to kind of maybe going back to that idea of you're doing your 1/5 rather than feeling like you need to compensate for what may be a perceived weakness somewhere else on the line. And that's how you're able to kind of put forth a performance that you did yesterday and continue to grow.
I think it's all 5 of the guys. As you guys know, it takes all 5 to be a good offensive line. If one person has a bad play, then, that play can be ruined. So I think all 5 of us have done a good job of gelling together, getting on the same page there. Like I said, there's still things that we can clean up in our run fits and just setting together, passing off games, things of that nature. But I think it's the whole collective.
We'll take one more. Ryan Dunleavy.
Andrew, I just wanted to follow up on what you said to Tom about the best teams police yourselves. Do you feel like this team, for lack of a better term, I'm going to use a bad analogy, does this team have enough policemen? Like, are you trying to become one of them? Does this team have enough of those guys? Because in the past, I feel like those guys aren't here anymore. The Saquons, the McKinneys, the Sheps. Are you trying to become one? Does this team have enough policemen, or are people trying to figure out who those guys are still?
Yeah, I think we have a good group of captains. Obviously, the personalities are different than what we had before, but I think we have a good group of leaders, and what we're working on now is just not being individuals as far as like offense, defense, and special teams. Everybody picking each other up, playing together, because the only way you be successful in this league is to play complementary football. So we're just trying to be on the same page across all 3 phases.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You go into your shower feeling... But as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day. And smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.